Hello everyone and welcome back to De.influenced, the spot where my goal is to get you guys to think clearly about where you're currently spending your social media currency. And I do that by revealing the truth behind the shiny highlight reels of today's popular influencers. Today we are diving into a brand new family, lucky us. We are going to be opening the can of worms that is Kay and Tay. There have been a ton of requests for this. There have been some major stuff that's gone down since the beginning of 2024, and we're gonna talk about it. So let's go, guys. All right, guys, so Kay and Tay, as usual, I know virtually nothing about this family. I do know that there have been some major scandals that have been brought to light in the last, I want to say month and a half or so, definitely since the beginning of 2024. And they are basically being called out for being very deceptive. Essentially what had happened is they got, I think, allegedly, maybe, we'll see. We're going to go through it all here. They got pregnant and they basically acted as though it was her first pregnancy. It's their first kid, yada, yada, yada. And big news broke. She has a daughter, an older daughter who's not allowed to be on camera, doesn't want to be on camera. But she has an older daughter from a previous marriage that literally nobody knew about. And when her fans found out about it and her snarkers found out about it, everyone was like, wait, what? So why were you playing so hard on this I'm a new mom sort of shtick? And I mean, if we can use some critical thinking skills, obviously, because it makes you go viral very easily. People are obsessed with babies. So, well, that's the reason why. The reason why someone would play on that. We are over here at the Kay and Tay Snark sub, and they have a beautiful master post with links as to why they might be problematic. So let's take a peek together and see if they deserve to be called out. Important links master post from Least Ad 3702. Thank you, Least Ad. Hi, sweeties. Does she call her followers sweeties? I'm already over this. Gotta get comfy before we get into this. It's a new one, so we gotta center. Okay. Hi, sweeties. Since the sub has been quickly growing, I've decided to create a master post with all the important information on our favorite influencer couple of all time, Kay and Tay. Here's the real backstory that they pretend doesn't exist. See, revealing the truth behind the shiny highlight reel. Exactly. I'm here for this, guys. I'm here for this. Okay, the court document that, what? I just combined document and absolutely. The court document that absolutely exposes Kay and explains how she's been a neglectful parent to her older daughter. Tay's police records of his D.V.Charges and mugshot. Kay or Tay's first response to the D.V. situation. Kay or Tay's second response to the D.V. situation. Oh, was it a D.V. charge from her against him? Oh, see, I don't know anything, guys. I thought that was actually like a previous charge. Oh no, they're probably just talking about it in general. Okay. More in comments because Reddit won't let me publish my entire post. Court documents also reposted for extra attention. Edit. Reddit didn't upload the court documents with my post, so I've put it in the comments. Sweet. Thanks so much, OP. Post is stickied. First DCP, second, third. Kay making money off her older daughter, which she's not allowed to do. So yeah, the kid's probably not allowed to be on camera as per her dad's wishes, court ordered likely. We are humble. We don't do this for money. Part 1 and 2. Buying followers, likes, comments on TT and IG. TT is crazy. They all do. It's really insane to me. And it is so blatantly obvious when people buy followers and buy likes and stuff. And you can definitely tell, like, if it wasn't about like the fame and the money and stuff and the engagement, why buy followers? I don't, it doesn't make sense to me because when you have organic growth, that's when you have people engaging with your content because they're interested in your content. And if you go through a lot of these vloggers that we've covered and look at their comment section, their comments are either nothing, it's like heart, or like hi, hey, like especially Doherty Dozen, her comments are weird. They're all just saying hi, and she replies with hi. What? But it's an easy way to get boosted into the algorithm because more comments, more replies means more engagement, makes the algorithm think, hey, people are interested in this, so I'm going to put it in front of more people. But it's just so funny. It should just be honest, guys. Just be honest about it. Me, I'm doing this because I think social media is toxic and bullshit, but ultimately, do I want to make money doing this? Yes. Why? Because I want to keep doing it. How can I keep doing it? Well, I need money to support my kids, right? And I have the ability to make money doing this. So I'm going to take advantage of it. But it's not about the money. It's about calling assholes like this out. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? At least I'm honest. Yeah, I want to make money. I made $20 whole this month, guys. Just be honest about it. At least then you're transparent and you don't look like a douche. Well, what should we do first? Okay, okay, let's do what we always do. Let's go take a peek at their socials, see what's up, what they're doing, who they are, sort of thing. I have no idea what socials they have. Obviously, they have TikTok and Instagram. So we'll start with that. Oh, look, I got another follower on Instagram. 4.7 million subscribers. These cringy, awkward, weird people have 4.7 million on Instagram. I mean, allegedly half of them are bot, but it's fine. That's a lot of people, guys. That's a lot of people following these guys. 10 million, I don't want to follow. No, I don't want to follow. Promoting happy, healthy relationships. Kay and Tay, current smgmt.com. I wonder what that current smgmt is like. I wonder if they're sketchy. TikTok, Kay official, Kay and Tay official, 10 plus million friends. Friends, they're not your friends. Is that what they say to people? Like, you're my friend. They're not your friends. You're friends with 10 million people. Good God. Could you imagine being friends with 10 million people? I have like 2 friends, plus a couple more, but like 2 close friends, I'd say. Maybe 3. And that's exhausting. And then it's like 2 weeks and I haven't texted them and I'm like, oh shit. Hey, how's you? You alive? And they're like, hey, yeah, I'm good. You alive? Sorry, I haven't texted. I'm like, yeah, same. That's why I texted. That's adult friendships, right? You're claiming you have 10 million friends. Could you imagine how exhausting that would be? No, thank you. And she does this face a lot. I feel like, I know I said I knew nothing. I know like bits and pieces and I know their faces. I did watch like the first DCP video on them. I think maybe passively watched it. Maybe the second one. I don't know because I haven't been able to consume social media since starting this. Like I said, I know a little bit. Okay. 1.9 mils. Almost 1.95 mil on YouTube. Only 4 months behind now. We are caught up on Instagram though. Haha. Wait, what? What happened? Why are 4 months behind what? What? My wife and I get a ton of fan mail. Okay, is it just shorts? Their YouTube? I think it is. Okay, so my husband. I can't believe my husband did this. It looks like he's riding a dry cleaning rack. Wearing 10 bras to see my husband's reaction. I was gonna ask what was happening there. That's weird. He thinks this is how I get into the car. I can't believe this worked. Couple goals. Ew, that's probably super cringy. I bet you it is. Her pregnancy journey has come to an end. She looks like an angel at her maternity shoot. So, okay. I made a mistake. I bet you it wasn't even a mistake. Accidentally making my pregnant wife cry. This guy sounds like a douche. Why do you keep making your wife cry? Made a mistake. Made a mistake with my postpartum wife. Blah, 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 blah. Like, interesting. Okay, so 1.9 mil, 10 mils, and 4.7 mils. So, like, they are making bank, guys. Let's go to this buying followers, likes, and comments. 427 to 510. Okay, so this is just recently. Wow. Look at that. Okay, so like 700,000, 600,000, 700,000, and then it drops, and then it's 1.2 million, 1.6 million, 1.2 million. Oh, didn't buy any on Friday. Like, yeah, and look, 2 uploads, 400,000 likes. 1 upload, 1.2 million likes. 0, 1.6 million likes. An upload, 1.2, and then 700. They unfollowed 3 people. Who'd they unfollow? Okay, May 6th, lost 1,200 plus 99, 199, sorry. What is this for? Which one's this for? Who had 4? Which one? Instagram. Okay, so this is Instagram. So 3,554,000. May 9th, 8th, 9, and 6. They lost a bunch. What happened May 6th? Interesting. Unless what they're trying to do is buy the subs that they know that they're losing. Like, this is a no buy sub day, and this is obviously a no buy sub day, and they only gained 199 and then lost 1,200 and then gained 1,100. Like, April 26, 10,000. I'm curious. Okay, let's write down these spike numbers, because for this one, which is TikTok, it was May 7th, 8th, and 9th after a drop, and then May 7, 8, 9 as well, and then April 26th. I don't want to watch a video because I don't want to give April 14th. Oh, okay. I don't want to watch these because I don't want to give them the view, and they're all videos. With the restock of Kay's jewelry collection being on May 5th, 2024 at 12 p.m. CT, and finally being able to ship internationally, we thought it would be fun to give some of you guys a chance to get your favorite pieces for free. 5 of you will be able to pick your favorite pieces from the collection in gold or silver. I also put a picture of Ellie at the end. Tap the reminder button at the bottom left of this image. That's who's tagged in it button. But okay. Every comment and tag is 1 extra entry. It's so funny because it says here, Kay always wanted to design pieces with powerful meanings, but she didn't want them to just mean something to her. She wanted you to be able to give each of them your own meaning. Thank you to everyone for making this possible. Designing jewelry is something Kay has always wanted to do, and watching her achieve her dreams has been a magical experience. I'm so lucky to have her, Kay and E, and love being able to assist them in following their dreams. I hope you all get the pieces you wanted before they sell out. I guess you should stop reading now and go get them before it's too late. Sorry to hold you up. Is that Tay? He looks like, oh God, what does he look like? He looks like something. 9 posts weekly. See? These guys with millions of followers post 8 to 9, sometimes 6, 7 times, and they have millions of followers and make bank. You don't need to post 20 times a day to gain following. It might take a long time, but you don't need to. Just saying. I'm kidding. You totally need to post 20 times a day until you're a big guy like this guy, because they overtake the algorithms. Yeah, 10. When was this though? Like, there's no date on when this was, but yeah, that jumped 10%. Yeah, so obviously they buy engagement and stuff because they're cringy and not entertaining. I mean, they must be entertaining in some capacity because they have millions of followers, I guess. I'm pretty sure she like infantizes herself as well, which is super cringy. And so speaking of infantizing, I couldn't find the proper words to like describe it. I find it like just like cringy and awkward, and even like the baby talk and the this and the that. I don't know. It's just a baby talk to my animals sometimes, but like I don't even do that to my kid. It feels like almost in a sense demoralizing, I guess, to do that, but this is a really good response. So this is on Reddit. It's the sub Ask Women, and it says, ladies, what do you do when you're around a woman who infantilizes themselves? Sorry, who infantilizes themselves. Infantilize. Wow. Rough. Okay, and here's the top response. I feel like this is cultural, so I try to recognize context. Second, It's a learned behavior and a coping mechanism, so I try to be empathetic. Lastly, sustainable solutions are those that give an individual autonomy and don't enable the behavior. So when my dad hurt his finger and was whining and sighing because he couldn't fill his water bottle, one-handed pouring from a jug, I suggested he used a glass instead of just doing it for him like he clearly wanted. I know he's not a woman, but men do this too. Huh. Interesting. But what about when the person enables them? I just want to say that sometimes these behaviors arise from trauma. I can get like this. I know to try to hold it in when I'm in public. In a relationship or with friends, they can be accommodating, and I think it's the most amazing thing. It's nice to have someone help me when I'm feeling helpless again. Yeah, see, this isn't quite what I was thinking though, but this is really interesting nonetheless. I used to get this a lot in my tech support client training days. I usually handled it by acting like I had confidence in them to understand and learn quickly, and 9 times out of 10 they lived up to it. I used comments like, "You'll get the hang of it, it's not as hard as it looks." The thing is though, always make them do it. Don't let them off the hook and smooth the waters by doing it for them. Some of it is a genuine lack of confidence. Some of it is cultural. As cringe as it sounds, you could be dealing with someone whose family partner has been putting them in a box for years. People learn what works, and for some people, the giggly little girl act works. If you don't let it work on you, they'll knock it off eventually. Okay, so yeah, that's a good way to put it then, because she wouldn't knock it off if her husband was enabling her to do it all the time, right?
You've likely heard of classic television shows like I Love Lucy or Father Knows Best. They're simple stories that portray idealized families in a safe and comfortable world. These shows produce a sense of nostalgia and a certain level of enjoyment, but you might be stunned by the ways in which the female characters are treated like children by the men around them. The practice of treating someone like a child is what is known as infantilization, and it has caused considerable problems in many social and cultural spheres for a very long time. Broadly speaking, infantilization can be applied in several different ways and often for different reasons. For example, in the case of I Love Lucy, the series' main character was often treated like a child by her husband, which included demeaning language and in some cases spanking. For Lucy and many other women during this era, infantilization was a means of controlling women and perpetuating the myth that without men, a father figure, they were incapable of caring for themselves or exercising autonomy. In other cases, infantilization is considered to be a type of paraphilia, which is a term used to describe the triggering of sexual arousal by things that the majority of the population does not find sexually stimulating.
I don't like that. Ew. Doesn't that feel yucky to hear? But I mean, I guess it could also go that way because it would get her attention from that population, and maybe it turns Tay on. I don't know. I'm not here to judge your kinks or anything, but like,
example, as a paraphilia, infantilism might involve role-playing, in which one partner acts like a child for the gratification of the other. It is important to keep in mind that infantilization as a sexual fetish is not the same as pedophilia, and there is no connection between the two.
Okay, fair.
Though these two applications of infantilization are in many ways different, there are significant overlaps between the two, and both have had a considerable effect on the lives of women for many generations.
I don't want to. That was interesting. Infantilization of women. The infantilization of women has many social implications and consequences. Socially, it indicates the status of women as lesser than men. For example, infantilizing women in the workplace implies that women are worse or incapable of performing at their job. The consequences of infantilizing women are serious because they're further entrenched existing sexist ideology and impede women's autonomy. In the past, the infantilization of women has justified legal limitations applied to women. For example, before women gained the legal right to work in the same fields as men, infantilization was used to argue against equality in the workplace. Infantilization falsely reaffirms claims that women cannot perform the same functions as men, just as a child is incapable of performing the same tasks as an adult. Today, infantilization remains a sexist practice used in the workplace to demean and devalue women covertly. That's what I said. It's demeaning. Okay. So that was the right word. I was having a hard labeling it. Essentially, yeah. This constant devaluation of women has concrete consequences that manifest in systemic inequalities women face in the workplace. For example, women are paid less than men for performing the same job, directly linked to the presumption that women are less good at these tasks than men. I hope that's not still a thing. I think it's pretty even now. I don't know when this was written, but my cousin's wife is a badass woman. She works on a construction site. She's like top cheese of her construction site, and she's a tank, and she's awesome, and she does like these empowering women to join the trades, because women can do what men can do for the most part. I mean, I don't have a penis. I can't really pee standing up. I can, but not conveniently. The consequence remains consistent. Treating women as children consistently undermines their real abilities and accomplishments. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, that was good. The infantilized definition is when someone treats an adult as if they were a child, primarily through the use of demeaning practices. The infantilization of women is when others, usually men, treat women as children, most often concerning sexism and misogyny. Some common manifestations of infantilization are linguistic, such as oversimplifying explanations. Mansplaining is a form of infantilization? Interesting. Demeaning nicknames, example, sweetheart or honey. Yeah, I don't like when men call me pet names either. Maybe like a grandpa, that's different. But like, I don't know. Don't call me sweetheart, please. Or suggesting that the infantilized person would not understand a topic without reason. Infantilization can also be physical, such as pinching someone's cheek, offering a woman a hug when offering a man a handshake. Really? I mean, interesting. I guess it depends. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say, like, it depends. Okay, the reason I'm processing this is because I'm a hugger. I like to hug, but I know a lot of men don't like to hug, and a lot of people respect that. So they'll offer a handshake, right? And they'll, like, sometimes if they're close, they'll do the handshake and like the bro hug, whatever. And I'll go in for a hug, but I get what it's saying, as in, like, if it was like not family, I'm just trying to imagine myself, I don't know, I guess going to my husband's Christmas party and his boss coming up and giving him a handshake and then like offering me a hug instead of a handshake. Like, that would be weird for me in a professional setting. I'm not gonna lie. And I'd be like, okay. The infantilization of women often also involves regulating their appearance, and which oh my gosh, guys, I can't talk. Often involves regulating their appearances, and which social spheres, I still almost couldn't do it, they can occupy, such as what types of jobs they can hold. From a psychological perspective, someone using infantilizing behaviors conveys a sense of superiority over the person and can cause psychological damage, and is often frustrating to the infantilized person, who can internalize the feelings of inadequacy. Interesting. That's the thing, is he doesn't infantilize her, she infantilizes herself. And it perpetuates all these negative stereotypes. Like, stop, and it's cringy and gross. Perhaps you act helpless so that others step in and do things for you, like paying your bills or solving your problems. Infantilizing yourself might get you what you want short term, but it can be disempowering and prevent you from taking full responsibility and having agency and freedom in your life. There's an increase in adult women self-infantilizing themselves, and it's pretty sad. Honestly, I don't believe the whole infantilizing myself to escape from reality thing. You can enjoy childlike things without trying to be sexy and looking young and innocent. Those women know exactly what they're doing, and they are almost as bad as the men who enjoy that content. They're catering to pedos and make money. But I don't think they are. That's the thing. Like, I don't think that they're catering to pedophiles, because pedophiles wouldn't be attracted to this. Just because you're acting young doesn't mean you are young. It's a different, like, kink fetish in itself. And like that video said, it doesn't mean that someone who's attracted to that kink is a pedophile, because they're not looking at younger people. And I think it's like, again, I don't know. I don't think that there's a link necessarily a strong link between pedophilia and infantilizing women and like the sexual whatever, like that video said, because they're still grown-ass women. They're still not prepubescent. So yeah, sure, you could. I think it's a kink thing, not a pedo thing, to be honest. We are humble. We don't do this for the money. So Leastad 3702 again, found on their official Kay and Tay Facebook page, because there's hundreds of fake fan pages. Anyway, I was just scrolling because I suddenly got curious and wanted to know how often they updated their Facebook account. Lo and behold, I found this post written by Tay from January 2024. If they really only did this for the memories and not the money, they wouldn't have monetized all of their accounts, started an LLC, shared links, do sponsorships, get codes, constantly remind you that they have codes, remind you that it's expiring. They could have kept it all under a private account where the memories would be just for themselves to reminisce over. Make it make sense. Literally though, it's the dumbest argument. If it was just for memories, you would have it on private. It wouldn't be monetized if it was just for memories, and you wouldn't exploit the thing that gets you more clicks and views, which is your children. Just saying. It's the silliest excuse. Important. See, I need to know how the other one. I need to know how he speaks so I can imitate, so we can do a voice. He looks like a douche. I already said that. Okay, so this is, I can't believe this worked. Haha, embarrassing couples goals, something.
Can you help me? There's something wrong.
What?
I thought I could wash the bottom of the cup and it just got stuck in the back.
Yeah.
No,
Well, you're gonna have to pull it out.
I tried to pull it out. Why do you think I'm calling you? I need a better solution.
Your
No,
knuckles.
I know. They're turning white. I'm losing oxygen.
I'll get a hammer.
No, don't smash it. Oh, let's just get a little circle.
Okay, but then we can try the hammer. I think that's good. Actually, like bubble it up. Like what? Now pull it out. Nice. Easy. What? Don't laugh. If you need help, I'm here to help. I'll save the day.
That didn't give me a lot of information to go off. There's no way that wasn't staged. There's no way that he was like, okay. Yeah. We'll just rub it around. There's no way. That was a 100% staged. Important. Last year, Kay and I were very busy. I work full time, and so did she. Why? A little bit of change in tense there. We reached out to an agency to see if they would post on our behalf. Our idea is that they would just take the video from our other platform and post it here. You all would see our journey, and it would help us keep the channel updated since we were so busy. Doing what? What were you so busy with? The agency had their own direction that they wanted to take the channel, and at that point, we were in a 1-year contract with them. Because of this, our content is now out of order. Much of our content never made it here, and our channel just feels like a ruined mess. We had an amazing pregnancy journey and posted an update every single day that Kay was pregnant. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see that, and we're so sorry. Fast forward to now, we have separated from this agency and taking back our channel, and we are faced with a decision. Catch up this channel in order so that it can be experienced like it was supposed to be, or leave that journey behind us and never post it here. We leave it up to you guys. From a creator standpoint, it wouldn't be smart to post the old content because some of you would have seen it before, and therefore you'll swipe away and ruin the analytics. Oh no. But between you and I don't really care what would be smart as a content creator, because Kay and I do this for the memories and not for the money. So if you guys want to see it, we will put it all here. But if you guys just want to start from here, then I'll leave the unseen pregnancy journey in the past. We can do that too. Sorry for all of this, guys. Facebook has become so damaged. The fake channels are everywhere, and the comments are unmanaged and out of control, and you guys deserve better. Facebook is weird as always, so I put the poll on a separate post on our page. Okay. Click here to try. To hide your link. Okay, we'll give you 15% off. I posted the wrong code earlier, huh? We don't have a code right now. If we get another one, we'll let you guys know. Get it here until the last pieces are sold out. Last time I saw this item, it was $60. Now it's only $32. Don't forget to use the codes to get a discount. I'm sorry if you clicked the link and it's sold out. We're down to the last few pieces. Kay and Tay will get you 25% off site-wide. These pillowcases are so good for your skin and hair. Will help you reduce fine lines, acne, and breakage. 40% off. Go easy on me. I don't link stuff very often, but I genuinely love these shirts. Did we not just look at 15 links? Okay. Huh. No pun intended. That was funny. It's not child exploitation. Ugh. I still feel like this is an account they earn money for engagement. I don't know if it's been forensically audited. However, people can subscribe to this channel and still earn the money. Wow. These parties enter a decree of dissolution of marriage, awarding the parties joint custody with the petitioner's father as primary physical custodian of the minor child. He got primary custody. That in itself is super rare, and it's almost, and especially like it's a girl. She has a daughter. So he got I wonder if she was like cheating on her ex-husband with Tay, and because I don't know any of the timeline. Like I don't know when Kay and Tay got together. I don't know how old the daughter is. I don't know any of this. But like I wonder if that's what, but like why would he get primary custody subject to respondent's mother's award of standard visitation every other weekend? Even at the time of entry of decree, the parties both lived within the same proximity, and the father was the primary caretaker of the minor child. In 2016, mother filed an intent to relocate to Alabama with her partner, Taylor Dudley, now husband. Mother portrayed that this relocation would financially benefit the parties and the minor child so they could advance their careers. After what careers? What did she do before YouTube? And Tay too. After the trial on merits, the district court denied the mother's request to relocate with the minor child, and therefore she was awarded a long-distance visitation schedule. While the mother resided in Alabama, she did exercise breaks and summers. However, it was the father who facilitated visitations between the minor child and mother's family. Then, rather than relocating back to Oklahoma after the completion of education, mother and her husband relocated to Texas, where they have remained since. Mother and her husband have the opportunity to relocate back to Oklahoma, however, have chosen not to. The minor child is not and has not been a priority for mother. Yo, that is an illegal document. That is wild. The minor child is not and has not been a priority for mother. Jesus. This litigation ensued due to the most recent order contemplates respondent mother residing in Alabama, and petitioner father was seeking modification to account for the parties being closer and taking into consideration the child's difference in age. A guardian ad litem was appointed, and this has become a preference case that the mother refuses to acknowledge. The mother is under the belief that the minor child only wants to remain in Oklahoma because of dance. However, this is simply not true, and was put to rest by the guardian ad litem. Yo, so this kid can't even open up to her mom? Okay, so a guardian ad litem is a court-approved neutral person who like investigates what the problem is and comes back to the court and is like, this is the best solution. Father is established in an area and is a caring, devoted, and loving father. He also has a child with a former significant other whom he has a wonderful co-parenting relationship with. Father has been in a long-term relationship with ex who has a child and a positive co-parenting relationship with her father and his wife. The minor child of this action considers these other children's sisters, yet it is mother who makes it a point to correct her that father's partner is just a girlfriend and the daughters are not her sister. Ew. Father is a and mother is a influencer on social media with over 9 million followers. Mother will make plenty of assertions, which is nothing more than mere speculations, because it is simply not true that father has been on a smear campaign on social media. Father does not engage in social media and has been quite upset about the attention and drama this has brought him. Yo, no doubt. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. That really sucks for him. He is not even on social media and has probably gotten, here you go. Thousands of people had tried to reach out to father via his former social media account, which he had disabled due to the voluminous friend requests and messages of complete strangers. It was concerning how these strangers even identified him as having a former relationship with mother. That is not okay. That is not okay. And Kay and Tay have a responsibility to tell their followers that's not okay. You leave him alone. I hope they have vocalized, leave him out of this. He's not on social media and it's none of your fucking business. Fuck off. That is insane. Thousands of people have tried to reach out to him. The reality is, mother has made a healthy living with her social media, much of which encapsulated viewers with the most recent pregnancy with her husband, Taylor Dudley. Throughout the course of this career, she did not share with her followers about, the minor child of this action, which apparently offended viewers because she has put her whole life in the spotlight. Once mother's viewers learned of this child, mother apparently received much disdain. When did people find out? That was earlier this year, and that's probably why they started losing subscribers and therefore, buying subscribers. And I think they're buying just enough to offset the loss, if that makes sense. We had that one day where they lost 1,200. I guarantee it's daily they're losing thousands upon thousands of subscribers. But if they lose 1,200, they'll buy 2,500 so that it kind of offsets it. I bet you that's what's been going on, because mother has made poor choices in her reaction to this negative attention from the public and opted to go on a podcast and make very negative and derogatory implications of father. Mother justifies it because she has never stated her name. I think that's supposed to be his name. What is beyond disingenuous is mother's request to seal these online court pleadings to protect the child, but in reality, she has a platform to spin whatever narrative she does about father and does not want the public to view the history of this case dating back to 2014. This is a legal document, guys. This is a legal document, and they're calling her. This is Father has always requested to keep party's daughter off mother's social media platform and out of the spotlight. Thankfully, to this point, mother has not posted the child on TikTok. However, she has made posts of her on Instagram, which was previously private and now made public. The reason of which is likely due to her viewers believing she's hiding her daughter. Therefore, rather than protect the minor child from the spotlight, she opened up her private Instagram account to the public. Mother contends that there is minimal pictures of her minor child on this page, but does not acknowledge that she posts the child on her stories, which only last for about 24 hours. Doesn't matter. The internet's forever, and does Q&As with her fans regarding her daughter. Mother has recently blocked father and his family from this account in another act of deceit. Additionally, mother is more consumed with her status as an influencer that she disregarded paying attention to the minor child at a recent dance recital and took pictures and spoke with fans. In a quick social media search of mother, the minor child of this action pops up, and online viewers complete strangers, have used the photos of the child to make videos, sometimes with inappropriate music. Father is petrified of the implications and safety for the child and requests the order of the court that the mother is prohibited from posting the minor child or using her in content, as mother has made clear. If the child desires to, she will likely begin posting her. Also worth noting, mother asserts that father prioritizes the child's dance over mother's visitation, yet mother, who has offered to swap weekends so that dance would not be a conflict. Yet it is mother. Despite the child's dance schedule, up until recently, mother had attended only one recital. Father has dropped everything to ensure this child was with mother's family during the family loss. And as recent as 2023, father traded his Thanksgiving so the minor could be with mother and the child's newborn sister. Mother refuses to acknowledge what father has done in attempts of, for co-parenting. Of course she does, because she has to remain the ultimate victim, right? Child support is also at issue here, which is so bullshit, because they make so much money on social media, especially on TikTok with 10 million and all these links that they constantly post. They make so much money. There is zero reason for child support to be an issue. If you just forget to pay every month, send him $1 million and tell him, just mother has attempted to secret her funds and transfer her digital assets to her husband. This action was initially transferred to Boop in May 2022, with full acknowledge that motion to modify would be forthcoming. Just days prior to the motion, mother sold her digital assets of her social media to her husband for $0, which doesn't add up that her husband allegedly works a full-time job, yet posts numerous reels per day, and mother has indicated that her role as actor takes approximately 15 seconds, while her husband's role as producer takes over 4 hours. Mother, also known as the artist, receives from her husband, the producer, anywhere from $100 to $500 per post. This entire agreement is a sham and an attempt to disguise her wealth and income so to not increase her child support. Mother has made it very clear she's only going to pay what the court ordered, around $150 a month. But if the minor child lived with her, all her needs would be met. This is manipulation. That is pure manipulation. That is the shittiest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So you are form your own opinions. That is the shitty thing. Lastly, respondent is requesting to be designated as primary custodial parent. Why? Petitioner strongly objects, and petitioner believes that respondent's requests are self-motivated and not in line with the child's preferences, nor what is best for the child. Regardless, this litigation has taken a very contentious turn, and mother has been attempting to bring up allegations from the past. But what is before the court is simply any change in circumstances since the last order was entered. The minor has only known Oklahoma and is very well established here in a loving home, and removing her would be detrimental. Yeah, you can't just want a kid when it's convenient for you. Stop. October 2022, father filed his motion to modify. December 2022, mother responded. Wow. Over 2 months later. Cool. Because they're so busy, right? Almost 2 months later. 1/25/23, 1/26/2023. Okay, so trial dates, blah, blah, blah. Respondent motion for appointment guardian ad litem came on for hearing, and the respondent's counsel failed to appear after rescheduling the hearing with Chambers. After speaking with the petitioner's counsel, who advised she was pulling up to the courthouse shortly before the hearing time was to begin. From the time petitioner's counsel got off the phone with respondent's counsel to the time petitioner's counsel walked into the Chambers confirmed at the time the respondent's counsel had called to reset the hearing without notifying petitioner's counsel or confirming counsel's availability for the new hearing date selected. Oh my God, she is just a terrible person. She is making it so... Respondent's counsel filed a notice of deposition subpoena naming a third party to this matter without any further explanation of who this party was or in what capacity. Respondent believed her to be relevant to this matter. The accompanying certificate of service certified the notice was mailed to the petitioner's counsel the same day it was issued and served to the third party. Okay, so there's another person. Yikes. Petitioner's counsel filed a motion to quash subpoena and set the same for hearing on. Respondent's counsel filed respondent's response to petitioner's motion to quash. Petitioner's counsel received proper service of respondent's notice of subpoena. Oh my God, this is silly. The court entered the non-jury scheduling order. Petitioner filed his notice of subpoena. Why has he got a notice of subpoena? Is he being subpoenaed? I'm so confused. Respondent filed 2 notices of subpoena ductecum. I don't know what any of this means. I'm not a lawyer. No further discovery sought. Court reporter, respondent. So February 29th, 2024, filed her motion to seal records. And 3/5/24 filed her trial brief. Order respondent to pay petitioner's fees. Good. Wow. Okay, so cool. Yeah, the fact that she pays $150 a month in child support blows my mind. Same. LRAC? Same. She should be paying thousands. I really think that's going to change. She's hiding her wealth, and that's definitely going to come to light. It's illegal. She could get serious repercussions and probably ordered some sort of back pay. I freaking hope so, and I can't wait for that to happen. Seriously. Yeah, that's true too. My dad paid $200 a month, and he held odd jobs here and there and made 100 times less than she does. He would even quit jobs to not pay his child support, but it stayed the same. Why haven't they corrected hers? She should be arrested. Edit to add, my dad was also arrested multiple times for failing to pay. She's a millionaire. What a joke. I was unable to work for a disability, and while waiting the 6 or 7 years for a disability to approve me, I still paid $450 every month for my kid. Like, WTF is wrong with her? Look at the ring he just bought her, and she can't pay for her child. Trashy AF. The minor child is not and has not been a priority for mother. Ouch. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. Oof. Disregarding paying attention to the minor child to take photos of fans. Yeah, there's a lot of oofs in here. She's such a POS mom, and Tay is a super creepy loser. A match made in heaven. Is he creepy? Why is he creepy? Just $150. Biodad needs to do a modification file for more, considering how she now has a pop-up store for her crap jewelry line. Yeah, my heart breaks for her daughter. What a POS mother. And ultimately, that's the super sad part, is this poor kid is growing up knowing that she's never going to be a priority in her mother's life. And she's really lucky because she seems to have a pretty solid dad on her side. So thank goodness for that. Who has primary custody? There is a reason he originally got primary custody, guys. It does not happen often. I'm telling you, it is very rare for the man, for the father, to get primary custody. Like I said, haven't looked into it yet, but yeah. She's gonna grow up and see this. Like, this poor kid is gonna grow up, and she is growing up knowing that she's not a priority in her mother's life. Every time that her mom cancels or just disengages with her when she's excited about something or anything like that, it's programming in her brain. So she's lucky to have dance as an outlet. She's lucky to have her dad, and I guess her dad has a girlfriend and they have 2 kids together. So she's got what seems like a stable boundary. But yeah, this is her daughter wasn't at her wedding. Yeah, Mother of the Year award, legit though. She probably already knows because she's never been a priority in mom's life. Sadly, she will figure it all out. And thankfully, she has a stable living home with her bio dad. Yeah. $150 is disgusting. She's absolute trash. She birthed this child. I feel bad for this new baby already. My husband pays $650 in a month for child support, and he's a freaking teacher. She's so vile, but so is karma. I wish people would open up their eyes and cancel these self-centered weenies. Wow, totally miss she has another freaking child. What the hell, right? They dropped the bombshell on Matt and Abby's podcast, of all places. Is that when it came? Is that when it came out? Okay. D.V.Charges, his mugshot. Let's see his mugshot. I find it crazy that Kay threw her ex-husband under the bus when there is proof like this out there. Yeah, what did she say about her ex? Because that's poop. He's smiling. Who smiles in their mugshot? That is creepy. Did you guys see that? Look at his face. Taylor Daniel Dudley. Of course his name is Dudley. Domestic violent third-degree harassment. Committed at 5:30 a.m. in 2019. But they were together. Domestic harassment. Wow. So he was arrested while they were together. I'm pretty sure, because didn't it say in 2016 or something? Oh, wait, here are the DV. On or about 1/27/2019, he commit the crime of harassment, section blah, 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 Alabama Code, with the intent to harass, annoy, or alarm another person, to wit, Kaylee Mitchell Dudley. Yeah. So it was her. Strike, shove, kick, or otherwise touch another person or subject them to physical contact, threw victim down under the bed, then the floor, on the bed, then the floor, then the bed again, and pinned her down, making her fear for her safety in violation of the code against the peace. Wow. That is crazy. That made me uncomfortable. So okay, what are their responses? Tay took the fall for something he didn't do. I am so proud of him to this day for his selflessness. He was not charged with abuse. He was charged with harassment, which was completely dismissed and dropped the very next day because he was innocent. Please stop spreading false narratives and lies. He is an amazing person and does not deserve what nasty men say about him. And haven't we been here before when you were trying to get clout by talking about my older daughter? Honestly, please do better. To even say the podcast was good when it was hating on our appearance, which we can't help, BT dubs, and spreading lies speaks on your character. I want to see the original comment. What kind of idiot takes the fall for something they didn't do, and what kind of idiot is proud of him for doing that? You can't be a public figure and get arrested for harassment, then have your wife try to explain it away. No, it doesn't work like that. He got charged. She said the charges were dropped. Do we have proof that the charges were dropped ever? Or did he get charged and convicted? Because it literally says he threw you on the bed, then on the floor, then on the bed again. So did you lie to when the police report came out? I don't understand. He got arrested. Obviously there was merit for him to get arrested. She has to have been the one to call it in. They were together in 2019. He wasn't with his ex, unless she's trying to spin the narrative that he took the fall for another guy. This whole thing is messy. It seems there were two incidences. One with his ex in the past and Tay, and one with Kay in 2019. But I only saw the paperwork from court on Reddit in 2019 filed Tay DV. I hope things have changed for both of them. Yeah. Thank you.
What?
Did you just buy dough? Or is it frozen? Oh, baby. I love your ways. There's no way that selfish man-child took the fall for someone else. Why, may I ask, are you proud of him? It doesn't make sense to me because they're trying to explain it away. They're trying to say it's all rumors, it's all lies, it's all this. What are you talking about? There are documents with your name that say he threw me on the bed, on the ground, on the bed, pinned me down, and I feared for my safety. What? So did you lie to police and that didn't actually happen? Did you say you were in fear, but you actually weren't in fear because you guys were just playing? Like, it doesn't make sense. Who called the police then? How did he end up in jail then? It's so silly. And her followers, like any other of the stands we know so well, they won't go and Google it and do their own research, but the documents are literally right there. The charges and everything is right there. Here's the second response. This was leaked by a police officer illegally. You are now in this situation by sharing it. He did it to take the fall for someone. He took the fall for me, who was on a new autoimmune medication and had a bad reaction to the medication mixed with alcohol. I woke up in the middle of the night, confused and wanting to leave the house, stumbling all over the room. Taylor kept me in the room because he didn't want me to drive. I said I was going to call the police because I didn't understand why he wouldn't let me leave because of my confusion from the medication. And so he agreed that I should call because he thought that the police would help. When they got there, they misconstrued the whole situation and told us that one person had to go to jail for the night. Taylor said he would go. It should have been me, but he took the fall for me. I'm proud of him to this day for that. He stayed after I called the police to make sure I was okay. We lived in the middle of the night. You lived in the middle of the night. Middle of nowhere, maybe? Tell me how it would make sense that he would wait around for 30 minutes for the cops to come if he had any thought he had done something wrong. Because fleeing a crime scene is very illegal? If he had done, that is the dumbest question. Guys, the video's done. Why wouldn't he flee the scene of a crime? Valid question, Kay. That would mean that you're now admitting publicly in writing that you lied on an affidavit and falsely signed legal documents knowingly. Exactly. Make it make sense. If that was the case, that would have been explained to the court. However, if you came home and... No, it doesn't even make sense, because if she was completely incoherent, the cops would have seen that and likely taken her to the hospital. If she was completely disoriented and having a severely bad reaction from a new medication, that would have been told to the officers. Tay would have been like, hey, she's having a really bad, like something's going on. She's on new meds. Well, I mean, they might not be smart enough to like link 2 and 2 together, but evidently she's trying to. But you could have explained it away then, even with him trying to restrain her. That's how it probably would have been said, like trying to restrain her for her own safety. No, the affidavit says he threw you down multiple times and then pinned you down and you were scared for your safety, which in all disorientation, discombobulation, maybe you were because you had no idea what was going on. But yeah, this wouldn't have happened. It doesn't make sense to have happened this way and to have put that in writing. Like, your story doesn't add up. There are a lot of comments, 124 comments. LMAO, this is how you know she's full of bullshit. If this story of hers truly had any credibility, then they would make an actual video addressing it and not fighting for her life in the comments of a random video. It's because she doesn't want to draw more attention to it because she knows they're in the wrong. Now all of the comments are deleted. She put, DM me about it. Oh my God, this is the biggest load of BS I've ever heard. Yeah, I also feel like you as an individual suffering from an autoimmune disease would not be drinking while on a new medication, no less. It just smells fishy to me. She was trying to make the situation more plausible to suit her own narrative and failed so much. I wonder why she deleted the comments. Did she do it because she realized no one fell for her BS, or did Tay tell her to delete them? I've never been to Alabama in my life, so the court documents were not leaked to me by a police officer illegally. She's such a fucking liar and says shit with such confidence. Expunged/sealed my A. Because all I did was type his name into the website. And the reason Tay didn't just leave within that 30 minutes, the cops, because they would have just issued a warrant for his arrest, picked him up the next day when they saw him. There, I made it make sense for UK. Like, exactly. It's so stupid. This whole chain of events is disturbing. I cannot fathom putting into writing that you knowingly falsified legal documents/court records. Does she not realize that there is no statute of limitations on that and the repercussions are hefty? Keep digging that hole. It only makes it worse. Given the rest of the lies she just spewed, it's very obviously also a lie about giving a false statement. None of those lies were well thought out, not a single one. Oh my God. It's just because they're panicking. They're clearly not thinking straight. Just another sign they're lying. If it was so simple and straightforward, it wouldn't be an issue. If it was so simple and straightforward, there wouldn't be a fucking charge for it. She'd have gone to the hospital and been 5150'd or whatever it's called, been held for the night. I know this isn't a laughing matter, but as an attorney who has practiced criminal law, I legit snort laughed when I saw this was leaked by a police officer illegally. It's fear manipulation, trying to silence people and censor the narrative. Another good point. Why would you call the police and not an ambulance? Exactly. If she was on some kind of medication. Exactly. My wife mixed alcohol with her new meds and now she's freaking out. Would have gotten her help if she needed EMS. There's nothing the police could do about that. Exactly. If she was violent per se, only then maybe I could understand the need for a police call. But then she'd be the one getting arrested, not him. If the cops showed up and they were confused on which one is the victim, they would both be taken in. Cops aren't stupid. They get domestic violence incidents all the time, and they can tell if someone is acting erratically or under the influence. She most likely would have been taken to the hospital first so they could calm her down and do a talk screen. Okay, see? There you go. Exactly. Yeah. This sounds exactly like my friend who was in an abusive relationship, would literally make up these extravagant stories of why and blame herself. That's so sad. Also, none of this explains the description of Tay literally, physically assaulting her. He didn't want you to leave, so he violently threw you on the floor, then the bed, pinned you down to protect you. Exactly. Stand in front of the door and let her kick and scream. Good point. If she had been so disoriented, why would he been taken and she be left alone? If she was a danger to herself, i.e. trying to leave and get in the car, she'd be better off being taken in. I'm calling BS. Fantastic point. Okay guys, I'm back. I paused for lunch for a couple minutes, kept poking around. While I was waiting, my husband made some homemade pizza. It's delicious. I found another court filing from 2016, which is when she filed for a motion for relocation. And I want to go through it with you guys because I thought it was really interesting. And then I found another one. So let's go back. I also have been recording for about 15 minutes without my mic on. So it's on now. I can see it going. Yeah. Because of course I was. Okay. So here you go. So this was in 2016, 2 years after the divorce. Back in 2016, 2 years after the divorce. At this point, the daughter had been living with dad for the 2 years since the divorce, basically. And they both had joint custody of her. And in 2016, when Kay went to file this motion for relocation, she wanted to move from wherever they were to Alabama, which is where Tay is from. Basically said that it would be in the best interest of the daughter to come with her and for her to have sole custody. So not only taking away his custody agreement, which basically means right now they have a joint custody together. That is the original custody agreement, but the daughter is with her dad full time and Kay has visitation rights, typically every other weekend. However, evidently it's been pretty sporadic since the divorce. That's what these legal documents are saying. But what she wants to do now is take away his custody. So basically she makes all the decisions for the child and he doesn't need to sign off on anything. So she can get her treatments for anything. She can sign her up for whatever school board she wants to. She can do whatever she wants, medical decisions, the whole 9 yards. And he doesn't have to sign off on it. She can ask him his opinion, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Right now, they both make decisions for their daughter. I'm pretty sure that's the difference in joint versus sole custody. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, please, because I'm not a lawyer. That the petitioner objects to the respondent's proposed relocation for the following. The petitioner has been the primary caregiver since August 2014. So since the divorce, she's been with him. From the time the divorce decree was filed until January 2016, the respondent's visitations were sporadic. From August 2014 to January 2016, her visitations were sporadic. Remember, this is all programming in this child's head. Every time her mom ditches, every time there's a holiday and her mom doesn't show up, it's all programming. The daughter has a strong bond with the petitioner, her family in Oklahoma, and the respondent's family who reside also in Oklahoma. The daughter in 2016 was only 4 years old and has not been with Kay for an extended period of time since August 2014. The father has always provided her with her own room, structure in her day-to-day living, etc. He's there for the day-to-day, and he's there to hold her when her mom doesn't show up and she's sad because she wants to go hang out with her mom or was expecting to go hang out with her mom, or there to explain to her, like, why doesn't mom come and see me? Why don't I go see mom? Answering all these hard questions at 4 years old. She knew. Kids are smart. To remove her from this would impact her development 100%. It would turn her whole life upside down. Well, I mean, 4 is pretty flexible still, but in terms of like moving with a stable household that you know. So like if dad up and moved to somewhere else, right? 4 is pretty flexible. It's usually before school, but for her to be like, hey, I've barely been present. Come live with me full time and my new husband who you don't even know. He's a total stranger, but he's gonna be daddy and let's go play house together across the country where your dad has no rights anymore. So then they go on to say how far it was and how it will not enhance the daughter's quality of life emotionally or financially. Respondent, get this, has not provided financial support for the child other than paying 50% of the daycare as ordered since January 2016. Isn't that wild?
Hi, baby. No, come here. Wait, before you leave, come say hi to everyone. Come for a hug.
He was sleeping behind me.
This is Mickey. He's the best guy.
You gonna go? Where are you gonna go? I mean, you can chill there. If you can fit. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I think he's changing his mind. Are you gonna turn around? You can do it. I have faith in you. I have less faith in you. You can sit there. Oh, I should get a cat bed. My bed is big enough for a cat bed. It is a cat bed. My desk is big enough for like a little cat bed that he could snuggle on. I wonder if I like grab my sweater if he'd lie down on it. Because then I can pet him while we do this and be less stressed out. Hey, that's my seat. Mickey, I got you a blankie. Guys, literally, he's my best friend. I love him so much. Here, I got you a blanket. Sit there. It's right here. It's a soft blanket, too. If he starts kneading, you guys will definitely... Oh, no, he's just lying down. Oh, he's purring, though. Oh, you go poor. I like this. You guys can't see him. I'm sorry, but I like him being... Yeah, so in no way would it be in her best interest to move. So that was the one. Now I have cat hair all over me. Okay. So this is the part in the second document that I found that I wanted you guys to hear. Hold on. My pizza's making me hiccup. Since the entry of decree, there has been a permanent, substantial, and material change of circumstances, making the party's visitation with the minor child no longer in the child's best interest, and as a result of such changing conditions, the child would be substantially better off with respect to her temporal, mental, and moral welfare if the requested change to visitations was ordered. Further, this requested change in visitation is in the best interest of the minor child. More particularly, petitioner shows the court. Respondent mother has moved on 2 occasions since the entry of this decree, first to Alabama, then to Texas, which is a 3-hour drive from the petitioner/father's house one way. Whew. The minor child is involved in competitive dance. When was this? The minor child has national competitions, typically out of state during the summer months. Respondent mother's summer visitation is 42 days per the decree. The current visitation schedule is not conducive to the minor's competitive dance schedule. Petitioner father has spent a large sum of money for dance competitions, and it is an activity the minor child thrives and enjoys. On or about June 1st, 2022, minor child's dance instructor informed the father that the minor child cannot miss more than 1 practice. If she does, she will not be allowed to perform at the national competition. This becomes difficult to maintain the summer schedule as set forth to allow both the summer period with respondent and allow the child to remain in her activities. Okay, so this is later, like this is in 2022, probably shortly. Yeah, so probably in 2022, this is the father asking to shuffle like the visitations, the summer visitations, okay? Father does not want to take mother's time away, but wants the minor child to be able to participate in competitive dance. It should be noted, respondent/mother did not routinely exercise the visitation set forth while residing in Alabama. Fair. 3 weekends per month, consisting of 6-hour round-trip drives to the minor child, puts her in a vehicle all evening. Friday, after school, and most of Sunday. Therefore, regular visitation and transportation should be modified to take account the travel times and the child's wishes and schedule. Whew. For the reasons above, petitioner requests that the visitation schedule be modified to be more conducive. I mean, that's so funny. Does she only blink with one eye? Is that what's going on? Ew. It's a thing. Why is her neck so long? How uncomfortable looking. It is very uncomfortable looking. What is going on? Back. Why am I still here? What happened? Why did Reddit just glitch? Yikes. Yikes. Sorry. I got distracted by a Gru bullshit. The Bashams are just like, they suck. All these people suck. Why do people like these people? I don't understand. Like, get better idols. Get better idols. Just do it. Did I sleuth well? Did he really spend $30,000 on this set? 11, 9, 14, 8. Yo. But they can only afford $150 a month in child support, guys. 30. Update, her new engagement ring alone is actually there's no way. This makes me sick. I have a really hard time with money, and the highest available on their website is 5-1 at $136,000. Here's an 8 carat. So I tacked in the 2.52 CT carat stone at 18,825 to estimate the total value, not even counting the new eternity band at 11.9. The grand love bomb total of the rings in NYC is approximately 167,749 plus tax. She's got a modest home worth of jewelry on her hand. Okay. I've wanted to surprise my wife with this for so many years.
We have an appointment? Yeah.
Why are we at Relocation?
I have to show you something. It's right over here.
What do you mean it's right over here?
Just look in the box.
You're making me nervous. In this box?
Mm-hmm.
Taylor. Are you serious? Taylor.
Look at it.
I'm scared. Oh my gosh. This is mine?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Remember how we said we were going to upgrade in 5 years, and then it took a little longer?
Oh my gosh, I'm literally shaking. I don't deserve this.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Mm-hmm. It's yours.
Are you serious?
Let me see.
What? It fits so good.
You're shaking.
I'm shaking.
And then there's a second surprise.
The second surprise. This is pretty good. I don't think that's the second one. For real.
We couldn't just do the engagement ring.
Oh my gosh.
I've been listening whenever you talk about your dream ring.
You guys. So much.
You're welcome. Sweetie, that looks so good.
How did you...
I didn't. That... What? What's a diamond lab? That's not to say anything against lab diamonds at all. Oh, as opposed to... Okay. Thank you. This was the most fake thing. They pre-ordered this ring, and she didn't faint because she knew what it was walking into it. Great acting. Not... Yeah, that's what I said. It's just like... Cringe. Of course he's love bombing. Wonder what he did to warrant this. Yo, guys, seriously? Like, he's a piece of shit? Yo. I want to look more into that. She's a buggier-eyed version of Sherry Papini. She so is. Why are we at Ring Concierge? Why the fuck else would you be there? Playing dense at her big age for some views. Yeah, I agree. She's annoying. Okay, guys. So, yeah. Wow. They suck. They do. They really do. And again, let's circle back to talking about being deceptive to your following. Like, her followers were genuinely hurt when they found out that she had another daughter that she'd been totally deceptive about. It's one thing to protect your kids from being exploited online, and it's another thing to completely hide and try and erase them. And if they started vlogging in 2016, I don't know how long they've been around for, but if they started vlogging then, that could be the reason why she wanted sole custody. Because with joint custody, with him being like, no, you're not putting my daughter online, if she gets sole custody, he can't say anything. He's never gonna give up that custody, and like, good, don't do it. And now that she's been with him for so many years, it's a losing battle. But wow, the kid who she abandoned basically and kind of saw here and there and doesn't pay for. I mean, she can rock a almost $200,000 ring upgrade, but can't pay more than $150 in child support. I'm sure she pays more now, hopefully, maybe, who knows. But if they are hiding all their money under Tay, like, I wonder if they wrote this ring off because it's content. I bet you they wrote some of this ring off. Wow, I just thought of that too. Which means if you think about it, if they're writing off like $200,000 gifts, just think about how much money they're pulling in. Mind blowing. And then there's like the DV stuff, which she's completely trying to just like skirt under the rug. Why? Because they portray this perfect, beautiful, happy couple, these new parents, first time parents. Stop. Her trying to explain that away was wild. I can't. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, we're gonna leave it here. Like I said, let me know, what did I miss, or what do you think needs to be exposed, needs to be talked about. I think we got the big things, you know, the buying followers, the egregious spending, the hiding the daughter, and all that stuff, and the D.V.Charges. What I want to do going forward, I want to look more into more of the backstory of them, kind of like the timeline, put a bit of a timeline together, because I think like there's weird. It's weird. There's weird. I feel like it runs deep, this story, and there's some sketchy stuff going on. But ultimately, they're just terrible people. But yeah, thank you guys so much for bringing this to my attention, because like, oh, and there is the jewelry line. We didn't get much into the jewelry line either, so we will definitely cover that next time, because that's a bit of a like that LLC and like the business and stuff like that, and the, you know, copying designs and stuff like that. Like, we all see it, girl. We all see it. We're not like, you got eyeballs, you know? Thank you guys. I think I'm gonna close the video here. Like I said, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Let me know, like I said, what I missed down in the comments, because there's so much. And when I start on a new vlogger, I'm learning with you guys, and oftentimes I can't get to all the information because I go into it blind a lot of the time. I feel like there's value in having an outside perspective in that sense, but that also means that half the time I don't get to cover all the super important stuff. We're lucky this page had a mega thread, right? So let me know what I missed, what needs to be blown wide open. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on these guys, because I don't know. Did it ever come up what he did to warrant buying this egregious ring or not? Because I mean, he probably bought it because he has all the money, right? But she probably ordered it for herself and said, here, you're gonna give this to me. Let's be real. Anyway, guys, I hope you are having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you head out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys. I can't even do it. Like, no, I can't do it. Oh, maybe kind of there.